Hey, Cortavius here. Thought I'd have a little fun in this video and just go build and play with a champ. So I do a lot of stuff on both my accounts. I do all the daily routines. I get through the daily quest, the advanced quest, Cursed City, Doom Tower. I never have the time to actually build my champs. So if you saw my Void Shard opening about a month ago, if you haven't, go watch my videos. Go watch every one of them. Hit like, hit subscribe, by the way. Anyway, pause and come back in 6 days. Anyway, I did pull Georgid the Breaker, and I've never actually used him, so I thought today, let's go build the guy and see what he can do for me. Let's have some fun with him. Which, by the way, you can have some fun with the new champ too. If you start a new account, click the link in the description below. You can add Narma to your account, the legendary nuker who will be great for clan boss. You also get 3 epics when you do that. You get the best epic in the game, Uugo, along with Mausoleum Mage and Anax. Great way to start. You just got to follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out of Play and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. And step 4, go to your inbox, claim your champ, Narma, who's sitting there. You can also use the code Desert Queen still and get yourself a tour on Anax. And also, we're still doing the Michelangelo 7-day chase, so you can add him. So crazy start with all those champs right now, so I'd go do that. All right, now let's get back into the champ that I was building, our boy Georgid here. So Georgid, he is just pure nuker. I'm not looking for him to debuff or do anything. So if I just look at the skills, his A3 is a single target, unfortunately, but it ignores strength and stone skin, unkillable, block damage, increased defense, ally protection, and shield buffs. Woo! That is a whole lot of stuff to ignore. And grants an extra turn if he kills an enemy. The bane of his existence in the past has been reaction accessories can stop him from killing somebody, and then he just stands there and he's going to get killed. So, but more people now are using a combination of a set like lethal and 4-piece stone skin. So fewer reaction accessories, which makes him more useful, but it's still a concern. And then if he gets that extra turn, then he does an AoE, decreases the turn meter of all targets, which can't be resisted, so you don't need accuracy, puts an unkillable on him if he kills somebody with the AoE. Now, this AoE is good, it's godlike according to Hell Hades, but it's not godlike today anymore versus all the champs that are in the game. So it's a pretty good AoE, but it's not crazy. This A3 is definitely stronger. And then he does a 2-hitter on his A1. He's got another chance to repeat it. So really strong chance. And he's got a 50% chance, to ignore 50% of the target's defense for each hit placed. So if you can proc that passive on this and you can proc Helm Smasher, you can ignore a whole lot of defense. So he doesn't have that on this skill, by the way. There is no ignore defense here. He's just ignoring all of the things that make them protect themselves better. So he can hit really hard. He's squishy, though. And in my build, I built him for damage. So I've got him on... this is the free-to-play. This is not the main. So my gear here is not nearly as good as the big account. So I put on here what I could. I do have him in 4-piece Savage, 2-piece Cruel. I've got, crit rate, crit damage, speed, attack. That's a really good weapon, but it's 5-star. 6-star helmet with crit rate, triple roll, some crit damage, resistance, and HP. Another 5-star shield, but 27% crit rate and some crap stats otherwise. I do have crit damage on the gauntlets. I don't have a good roll on the Ascension. I don't have a stage 25 team for either Sand Devil or Shoguns on this account. I was looking at that today. I need to go build one of those. So maybe that'll be a video coming up. And then I got speed, attack, crit rate on that one. Decent. And then attack percent chest with HP roll again. I got nothing to re-roll that. I took 1 shot on the gloves and got crap. So it's got some crit rate, crit damage, and then 2 crap, or it's in the speed. So 1 crap stat. And then attack percent boots with some speed with a speed roll. So at least I got him in attack percent boots. So I tried to get him to at least 200 speed. He's got an attack-based amulet with 23 speed. That's not glyphed, so I should fix that. Wow, let me put some glyphs on there. And then I've got crit damage amulet with attack, which I should glyph that. I don't really need the accuracy. And he's got attack percent, or attack ring with some attack percent. So let me throw a few more glyphs on that, and I'll be right back. All right, glyph my boy up. So we are at 6,200 attack. Yeah, it's not 9,000, 10,000, but that's what I got on this account. Did get up to 210 speed, so yeah, I'd love that to be faster, but it's at least respectable. 280 crit damage, which is not bad. So I do have a relic on him I'll show you, which bumps it up. I do have masteries, and I do have affinity bonuses for 21%. Resistance and accuracy are really, I mean, resistance would be nice, but I'm not building it, and his accuracy doesn't matter. So for relic, I did put the cat's gaze on him. I got it up to 0.12. It does give me crit damage and attack, which is very nice, and I ignore 10% of the enemy's target's defense when attacking enemies with higher max HP. And I think everybody I fight will probably have more max HP than I do. He is fully booked. He has no blessing. I have no stars to awaken him, so I got to pay attention in the shop and see if I can get a star for him. That would be nice. And I did get masteries on him. I went for Helm Smasher. I'm in the way. I'll probably move. There we go. So I did get Helm Smasher on him. I went defense tree. I do like these extra retribution and deterrence to get more A1 counterattacks. Some masteries here to keep him alive more. I did get shield breaker to give him more damage and more damage-based masteries there. I was indecisive here, so I just haven't picked the final mastery. I can't decide if I want to get him more speed if he kills somebody, or if I want to get more initial attack. So for that first, if I'm going first on that first A3, it sure be nice to take this mastery and get that new first nuke to be 8% more damage. If I'm going to have the if I'm going to kill somebody and come back on the AoE and then want to take another turn, then I'd like to have more speed. But if he's squishy, he's going to die anyway, then maybe I don't need the speed. So anyway, I think I want to use him a little bit and see would I rather have him be faster or would I rather have him do more initial damage. So that's why I didn't pick between those two masteries, but that's my choice. It's going to be one of those two. So that's the build. So let's take him in, and I assume I'd like to go. Unfortunately, Faction Wars is not open. I'd love to take him into. I'd like to take him into Faction, but Faction Night Revenant Faction Wars won't open for 6 more days. So I'm not going to pause this that long. I wanted to have some fun with the champ, so I will take him into Arena. Let's do a couple classics just to see what we got in here. I'm probably got to decide if I'm going to go first or second, and what happens if I go. So we've got Taras. It would be interesting to get somebody with Stone Skin too. So normally this is the team I run. I won't run Thor because he's probably naked right now, or at least he's got a couple pieces stripped. So I should build a team preset. But so I would at least bring Georgid in here. Now the question is, do I go first? And I'm using Armands and Eostrid to go first. I lock them out with Warlord and then Georgid nukes. Alternatively, I could bring Necrid in to protect the Georgid, and that way if they do outspeed me, I actually have Georgid protected. So this is the safer route, but that means if they get a turn, they have all their abilities still. I could bring in Fabian, who would also lock skills out, but so maybe what I should do, so I could take Armands out and bring like Eostrid and Fabian, and then try and still lock the skills out. So I think I'm going to be faster than these guys, so I'm going to bring in the Warlord to lock them out. And then I just got to hope that Taras doesn't counterattack on my Georgid. Nah, let's just take him in. I didn't set up a preset, so I can't go auto. I probably could do that. So we do get the protection on. We are faster. So I guess what I'm protecting against is not having him go first. So there's Stone Skin on the Taras, so that is actually interesting to see. So I could use the sheep, but I actually want to see what he does against a Stone Skin. Now, Taraz is an HP-based nuker, so I'm probably not going to kill him anyway. I should probably sheep him. That's the smart move. But we want to see what our boy Georgid can do. So, shouldn't target. Oh, so this is a bad move. We'll come back and attack this team if we lose. But, oh, he kills Taras through the Stone Skin. Dang. All right, this guy was like level 70 something, so he probably doesn't have the best gear. But that's an HEP-based nuker with Stone Skin. And now we'll do the AoE. See, there it was. If we didn't have that Stone Skin on, or the Necro Protection, that counterattack would have killed him. So that was nice to see. All right, we'll probably just let this guy take a turn instead of sheeping him, because I think that's actually going to be a faster resolution. Oh, now he's got block damage. Fantastic. Well, let's just sheep him, which we could have done the first time. Maybe we can kill the sheep faster. He's back. Oh, that Necro Protection again. But now's where I would have liked to have had. All right, sorry, folks. This is taking longer. We will kill this guy eventually. Come on, give him a turn, and we're back to the A3. All right, so that's a win, and Necrit was definitely helpful there. That's actually why I was curious to build the Georgid, because I've got Georgid and Necrit together, which is a pretty powerful pair. All right, so I got to be careful, because I am only a level 90 something. I'm not as strong as some of these accounts. All right, let's try this again. We'll see who's faster. But at least if I'm not faster, I still have a chance that Necrit gets his turn. Armands will do Armands things, so we can kill someone. We'll take the Reviver out, come back with the AoE, and everybody's dead, even through the reaction that Wukong. So this one's interesting because he can put up an unkillable. But I think what would happen is, I think that will proc after Georgid goes. So I think you'd have to have that A3 still available for Georgid to come back and kill after. So let's see. So I think Admiral Blacktusk, what he does, by the way, I shouldn't have attacked him. Well, there's the unkillable. Woo! He just went on his own. So that actually works, is I was going to say I was probably going to use our Georgid's A2 to AoE, proc the block damage, and then come back with this one. But since he already put it up, we'll kill Wukong. Now we can use the AoE. Everybody dead. All right, so that's a couple. Actually, we'll take a level 100 guy with a speed booster, a bomb, and 2 bombers. We'll go with our Necrit, although if he's faster, he's going to sheep me and remove the buffs on Georgid. So let's see what happens. And he's slower. I'm outspeeding the level 100 accounts. So, Garmons again. Bring our boy Georgid. Let's just go with A2 and see what he does. All right, everybody dead. All right, 143,000 damage. All right, let's go to Live Arena and see how Live Arena goes. Let's face some real people with real accounts. I do have to decide. I don't normally use Necrit in Live Arena, and they can ban Necrit. They can ban Georgid. So level 79 would be interesting. All right, so let's take a speed booster. We know we're going to want to go first if we can. I could go all second and just see what that does. Well, we got Embrius and He-Man. This dude spent some money, I bet. All right, so if we save Necrit and Georgid, then I'm going to want to just throw, let's say, Armands and Fabian at them. They've got to make some choices there. I got speed, and I've got a tough choice either way. So hopefully that draws them, and they match me. Hopefully what that does is that draws them away from... Now, normally what I do is I use Warlord here, and I bring 1 nuker. And what I find is they don't ban the nuker. And if they do, they probably never take a turn. That works with Warlord, who also decreases their turn meter. So I'm taking a gamble by bringing Necrit instead of Warlord, but I do want to protect him if they don't ban him. So they don't have a blessing on their Arbiter. So I'm going to hope they don't ban my speed lead. I just think he's going to be a pain. If they go fast, they ban my speed lead. So that probably was a bad move because they'll go before me, and they got 2 Sheepers. This is probably a fail, unless somehow their Arbiter is super slow, because I don't have my speed lead. Yeah, they're gonna sheep me. That's a shame. I should have banned the speed lead. Sheep them. Sheep me. Sheep me, Armands. Make your move. Yeah, now they'll lock out my skills, and He-Man will kill everybody. Do it. Come on, dude. All right, He-Man, finish me off. Boy, come on. Make it happen. Hey, want a submission. Yeah, well. All right, so that didn't work. Let's see what happens. So... lesson learned there, I should have banned the speed lead just like they banned mine. Then maybe my Armands and Fabian would have been faster than theirs. Got a level 100 again. Or maybe I needed Warlord. I just think they were faster than me, and I don't have a real go second team against Fabian and Armands. I mean, you just can't go second anyway. They're going to sheep everybody. Unless wanted submissions all kick in. All right. We'll try that same approach probably. It's like the same guy. I feel like we're seeing the same champs. Well, let's try it. This is the Georgid showcase, so I can't go away from him. Oi, we got Tormund, Duchess, Fabian. Well, I got to take out the Sheeper. They're going to ban my speed lead again. We'll take Armands. That Arbias is probably fast. And they got Tormund, so I don't really want to speed boost myself. It is my turn. She's fast, but I think we will go for the sheep and hope he doesn't weak hit. And he doesn't. Well, that's okay. We'll take the sheep. Now we can lock them out. We can petrify. We can kill the Duchess. No, we don't kill the Duchess. See, now I don't get the extra turn. Ooh, you don't kill the Duchess. That's kind of bad news. So I think we want to take the nuker out. All right, there goes He-Man. So that Necrit ally attack definitely was helpful. She's going to go... Oh, Fabian is... Man, that's a crazy skill. Fabian's a real problem. I'm telling you, he is a terror. Armand's and Fabian. It's just... They put some toxic champs in Arena, that's for sure, with those two. All right, can you kill with an A1? Yes, you can. 43,000 damage. All right, well, there's a win. Let's see what we can do on another one of these. So far, if I didn't go first, I lost. If I went first, I won. So I don't know if that's going to hold every time. And that's the problem with both Armands and Fabian out there so much. There's so many with Sheepers. Sheeper's a real Necrit counter. And then Narcissus is a real Necrit counter. So I got to be careful with him. If somebody has a Narcissus, Necrit becomes a real liability with that shield he's putting up. All right, we've got speed boosters. I'll bring in the usual suspects. I wonder if there's other champs. I mean, I could definitely use the second nuker and make them pick between nukers, but you notice they're not banning the nuker. I used to always bring two nukers because they ban one and I'd be in trouble. Now I've just kind of gone to the... They don't usually ban the nuker, even though I only bring one of them. And generally I win those fights anyway because I can just make sure they don't take turns. But yeah, with Necrit in there, I just don't know if that works. So she could be the faster champ. And if Fabian gets a turn, I'm up the creek. But I'm still going to take a chance on the Arbiter and hope that... Now, see, and we both ban the speed leads, so... Astrid's probably faster than Armand's. Let's find out. And if Fabian can reduce the cooldown or take out my buffs, so if they go first, I'm probably in. And they got two nukers, basically, with Alice and Thor. Yeah, they're going first. Yeah, this Necrit approach strategy works pretty good unless they've got somebody that can decrease the buff. So he's still got the ally attack. That's protected. I didn't think about that. Oh, but then Thor. I needed to ban Thor. Thor goes right through the block damage and through the protection. All right. So, yeah, I feel like you're getting the speed, no speed showcase here. So it looks like if I'm going second, my approach of who I'm bringing in alive is just not working. But I don't know if this account really has champs that I can just go second on and be reliable. So the main has a champs I can do that with. I can stay alive through whatever hits people usually throw at me. But this account, you got Marichka, you got Thor, you got Harima. Yeah, this guy's got some stuff. I got to just hope I go first. So we can ban... So far, I don't think they're going to be fast. I'm okay there. It just depends on who he brings at the end here. Because I don't worry about the Stone Skin now. I can use the A3 to attack the Marichka first, get the extra turn, and then try and take someone else out. Harima, though, does lower the ignore defense mechanics of a champ with her passive. All right, so we do have Ancora, who's a lead on speed. I think I'm going to take the Marichka out. I'm not as worried about her, but I'm just worried that she's faster. We just saw what happens if Thor gets a turn, though. So I got to hope Thor... Oh, they banned the nuker. So we are going for the slow... Can we just stop them from taking a turn approach? I guess I decide if I pause this video because that's probably not too exciting to watch. But let's just see if it's working. If you see that it's working, then I'll spare you the having to sit through that whole thing. But I'll show you what happens typically when they try and do that. I can still stun... I didn't stun Thor. How did I not stun Thor? Oh, great. So Ancora is built with some nice resistance, and Fabian gets resisted. So that's painful. So their nukers are going to take a turn, and that's going to be bad news for yours truly. But we can protect. Can we stone skin her? Yes. Can we sleep him? No. Freya can hit. Oh, feared. Oh, we get this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We get that back. Somehow he healed and gets a turn again? That's got to be a relic, right? I haven't been able to stun him, and he's getting turns. And he attacks the guy protected by Necrit. That wasn't bright. So I get another turn. No nuker approach here. There goes one nuker. Still get a turn on her. Everybody attack, and there goes the second nuker. Yeah, it's not quite the Necrit showcase, but you can see what happens when, even if I don't get a turn. Problem is, she's still got all her skills. Can we lock her out? Oh, increase cooldown. Lock out the Freya. Put him to sleep. All right, I think I will pause this so you don't have to keep watching this. You can see what I'm going to do. I'll bring you back at the end. All right, opponent left the battle. He was down to Ancora, who had no skills. So as you can see, it does work when I don't even have a nuker. All right, let's do one more. I don't think I'll call it. Probably going to PvE content's probably not really worth it with a squishy nuker. So I think Faction Wars would have been fun to show, but I don't think that's really, can't do it anyway. And I don't think showing you a bunch of PvE stuff's really helpful. You can see what he does. I mean, he's a nuker. He can do damage. He could take wave content out. I wouldn't bring him against bosses. That's for sure. All right, last fight. Come on, Georgid. Don't ban my Georgid. It's the Georgid showcase. Oh, that's exactly what I feared. So this is, if Narcissus gets a turn, we are in trouble with the Necra Georgid approach. So I have to go first here or Narcissus will tear me to pieces. Whoa, Siffy Armands. Yeah, I am outmatched here. We'll take out the Siffy because she's probably fast. They left me my speed lead. So let's see if my Armands is faster than his Armands because we can't let Narcissus take a turn or we die screaming. All right, we are first. That's a good sign. We've got to stop Armands from taking a turn. And then we have to stop Narcissus from taking a turn. So my George is going to go before their Narcissus. So I'm going to leave that up. Well, he's an H. I should sheep. Okay, look, I should sheep him. But for the video, we're going to let him go. And we're going to see if Narcissus can, or if Georgid can kill an HP-based nuker. No, we don't. Oh, we're going to die. Oh, we're doomed. We're toast. Oh, well. I wanted to do it for the vid. Show you, see if we could kill through it. But he's going to go. He's going to kill everybody. We're screwed. But I just wanted to see what he could do. I could have sheeped him with Armands and won the fight, but I wanted to see if he could nuke through it. So HP-based nuker in stone skin. I think what I learned is with the way my George is built, he was close. Sorry, I was trying to leave that. He was close, but he doesn't have enough. Mine doesn't have enough power to kill an HP-based nuker through there. So, all right, well, that's Georgid. I think you can tell he can do some really good damage. He's fun to use, but you know what? In a go second team, there are counters out there. With Armands, Fabian, Narcissus, there's champs that can definitely counter him that weren't there. So he can do some real damage. He's fun to use, but he's not a solve-all, you know. But hey, that's the showcase. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.